Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Pressure Talk. It's your brother Nearly Bay, aka Mr. 23 and 6. We back in the building, man. Now town stand up, St. Louis stand up. I'm on my dirty man wet shit. Yeah, I know, man. We back, bro. It's all good. We finna get into it. You feel me? Appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? Hoping everybody having a productive and prosperity, a prosperous, um, affectionate holiday season. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's, going through it right now, you know what I'm saying? May the pieces and blessings of Allah and the strength of Allah be with you through your trials and tribulations. With that being said, I'd like to give a shout out to my guy Bishop. I asked a question on Facebook of what topic should I, speak on. And you know, Bishop is one of my guys, you know what I'm saying? He wanted us to talk about black holes. He's off in the, stuff like that and education and when it comes to stuff like that. Shout out to my wife, you know what I mean? She responded, she wanted to talk about, conversation we was having the day before yesterday, or was it earlier yesterday, related to um what a relationship would be like, you know what I'm saying, if a man approaches, his significant other like he would approach his daughter, or if a woman approaches her significant other like it's her son, by looking at the relationships between the natural relationships between the child and the parent and how that develops naturally, without influence or whatever. Uh, but that was a conversation me and my wife had. She, said that was something I could have spoke about. Shout out to my cousin Brenda Hendon Chandler. She wanted to talk about how we gonna get rich in 2025. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel is a legitimate subject to talk about. You feel me? Um, but shout out to everybody that hit me up. You know what I mean? We in the building. We finna go into the new year. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go into it right. I'm gonna play these two videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play one, and then we're gonna talk about it. Then I'm gonna play the other.
Ma'am, this is recorded. You can't play games with me. All right. Well, okay. My last man and the. That ain't what you said. You came out and said men are shit. I clarified. What do you mean men are shitty? Now here is shitty. And then I said, well, explain it. Well, I went to here and I went there, trying to make your men are point work. And then when I challenged it each and every place and made you accountable, then you have to retract and say, well, man, I'm judging all of men out here based upon my experience there. But the problem is, y'all talk about men like they ain't shit today. The problem is, too many women think like you. What if we said women like you are shit? I'm a great woman to a man. So great that you're where? I mean, you want to judge that? I'm asking. You're a great woman to a man. I have a point. No. You're a great woman to a man. Yeah. Where's the outcome to prove that? Well, that's why I'm doing what I've been doing, and that's why I haven't been just giving my life. You've been doing what you've been doing, fasting, and celibate, but you're a great woman to a man based upon what? Where's the outcome to prove that? See, y'all talk this. I'm a queen. I'm a deep no, but you got no results to prove that. I told you I'm very submissive. That does not make you a great woman. A percentage of modern women are fit for marriage. 90% of men said. Of the 15,000 men said 90% of you are not. Of women in general or black women? Black women. 90%. And they want to ask women the same question. 82% of women said they're not. Of black women? Or 82% of women said black women are not suitable for marriage? Wow. If so, if okay, take yourself out of it. But if you thought that the majority of sisters were fit for marriage, why can 1 in 4 of you assume to get married anybody? Black women were taught to be independent. You're probably right, because I've been engaged before, and I cut off the engagement. I guess I cut off the. I was in college when I got engaged. I guess I later decided maybe he's just not for me, so I cut off the engagement. But that could have been me being psychologically, whatever. What's he doing? I want to say he's a kinesiotherapist. I think he just became a kinesiotherapist just last time. Well, I'll just say for the rank and file, it is a lot of black men's sentiment is the average black woman thinks she's better than the average black man. So there's a low level contempt and lack of respect for the average black man, which is why you can have women who are 20 some odd years old, like that other person coming here and acting the way she did with a 50-year-old man. Right, yeah, I don't know. And the problem is, but here's the problem. The overall contempt for men and lack of respect for men, while it may be directed to black men, other men also get it too. See, brothers, even though they're at the lowest of the totem pole, above Hispanic men, but lower than everybody else socioeconomically, black men can still date out far easier than black women. It's not as though what black women are doing is working for you. Nobody's marrying black women in.
Let me do that again. Hey man, this dude Kevin Samuels is the reason why the emotional content of relationships is fucked up out here. Listening to clowns like this, man, let's assess this. Okay, he was speaking to two different females because it was two different reels in one. The first female, she answered this question. She gave qualities that even he said in the past is something that a woman should have, and they don't have it. So this is the reason why they're going through what they're going through, because they don't want to be submissive. This woman said she fast, she prays, and he still drug her. He still drug her. And then the second female, she was in college. She got engaged when she was in college. She was engaged for a minute, felt like it may not have been for her, called it out. And because dude went on to be whatever he became and she lost. Like, I don't understand this, man. Like, the time of our youth is supposed to be us trying to figure out what we want when it comes to relationships. Not just jumping into it because we run into somebody that's, doing it and they making motion and that person might not be for you. What if she would have stayed with him and that motherfucker would have became abusive? Beat on her. Like, come on, man. This is where y'all getting this from, man. These type of clowns. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sit up here and defend, you know what I'm saying, the idiocracy that's going on out here with the females. I'm not gonna defend it. But at the same time, when you say that females try to make all niggas ain't shit narrative fit every man, you don't want to talk about the fact that the concept came from the woman. Men never said that females wasn't shit. So what is it about us that made them all of a sudden start a whole movement about saying we ain't shit? Even though Snoop and them came out with a song saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. So when we have a mentality that these women are nothing but cum buckets, how are they supposed to feel about that? That ain't real, that ain't affection, that ain't love. How are they supposed to feel about that? If all we doing in culture is disrespecting these females, and it was done for years. I done a live on this a long time ago, man. If you look at the movies from back in the day, we sensationalize dogging out our women to the world. Should I rename the films? Booty Call, Bill Bellamy's How to Be a Player. What's that Eddie Murphy movie? With Halle Berry. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Like, Stella Got Her Groove Back. All these movies show how we dogged our women for years. And then when they start yelling we ain't shit, now you got clowns like this want to try to judge them. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's not what we supposed to be doing going into 2025, bro. We need to figure this out. Stop listening to these clowns, man. Straight up, man. Let's get to clown number 2. Let's get to clown number 2. Where baby at? There she is. All right, let's get to clown number 2. Y'all all familiar with this clown. I shouldn't have to say his name. Y'all should know his voice, but
Because, nigga, they gonna work against you. And when she get mad enough, she gonna remind you that these aren't your kids. You cannot put your hands on somebody else's children. See what happened firsthand. Nigga, you don't come into no motherfucking household trying to play stepdaddy. You come into the house being a man. You don't come trying to play stepdaddy, my nigga. You say something to the mama. You don't say none of them kids. Because they're gonna resent you off you coming in this late in their life. They're gonna resent anything, any male presence that's trying to be positive. Now, if you come in, let them smoke weed and let them do all that, they may embrace you. But if you come in as a real man and you trying to enforce rules and regulation and laws, they're gonna resent you. Damn. So, man, it's best just fuck on a woman with kids. Don't be trying to play stepdaddy to them kids that ain't your money. So a woman with kids from, man, you got to catch him when the baby young, 9 months old. But if you coming in and he's 7 and 8, man, nah. So nigga, if you
All right, again. Come on, man. For those y'all in the back that don't know who that was Charleston White. I don't understand for the life of me, man. Like, how is the mind of an individual like this having type of, like, this dude is a hypocrite, man. And y'all need to understand, man, that hypocrisy has no place, you know what I'm saying, in a realm of, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say theater because it's not theater. I'm going to say politics. Hypocrisy has no place in the realm of politics, and you will never survive using it. Now, this is the same dude. When I first saw him, he was having an argument, a heated debate with the fat dude that's on Joe Budden's show right now. You know what I mean? And they was having an argument about, you know, something that was going on with some violence with the youth. And Charleston White was speaking on brain development. I've talked about this before. And that's that's an actual science. That's actual applied science. Like, this is something that all humans should know about, you know what I'm saying, they self. And not only that, as parents, it should be critical that this information be given to us, because we can now understand how to effectively raise our kids, because now we understand where they're at in their development when they're doing certain things, when they're reacting certain ways, when they're saying certain things. But if we never knew about the concept of brain development, then how is it possible for us to put the appropriate information in these places? You know what I'm saying? When it's time for them to receive it. That's first and foremost. This is what this man is saying. But now he's saying that if you come into a woman's life who already has kids and the child is about 8 years old, it's pretty much over with. This is what I mean, you know what I'm saying, when I say, like, this is the same individual that is running around propagating the idea that King Von is a serial killer, even though he don't fit the definition, because all of his bodies had motives. And if it had a motive, it disqualifies him as a serial killer. That would be the first thing I would say, you know what I mean, on that note. But this is the same dude that it was pushing youth reform and all this stuff. And when he seen that wasn't nobody listening to him, and he seen that he can come out and drag out our dirty laundry, and you know what I'm saying, even though I don't have a problem with that, I feel like it needs to be brought out front, because that's the only way we're going to really, respond and do something about it until we're, pardon the body. The only way we're going to respond to it correctly is if we're embarrassed, because that's the only reason we want to do something is somebody embarrassed us, because we don't like being embarrassed. That's the reason why we went after Bill Cosby and everybody else that spoke publicly about us negatively. That's the reason why he was such a polarizing figure, because he did the same things they did. Kanye West, he did the same thing. He was just able to survive the storm. You see what I'm saying? So, but let me say this, man. See, this is the type of conversation that separates the men from the boys. And I said that because of this. I'm in a situation like that. I married a woman who has his kids. Told me before I even came into the situation what it was. And here's the thing. I understood that coming home from prison in 2019, after being in there over 23 years, in my 40s, I decided that I wanted to leave this world with a companion because I seen what those relationships look like. My great grandparents, my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? Like they were married. They walked that long road. They was there for each other in the twilight years. I seen how that worked. You know what I'm saying? This is why it was something that I felt like, yeah, I don't want to leave this world alone. That's a cold place. Even though they say we came in this world by ourselves, that's not true. But I found a companion. He's basically saying that because I made a decision that put me in a place for over half my life, and because my soulmate was out here without me, living life, and as a result of that, she had babies, I'm supposed to disregard divine love over carnal love is what you telling me? I wasn't supposed to get with my wife. I was supposed to just leave that alone and do what the rest of the niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Just come in and get what they want and get up out of there. I'm a religious man. I'm a Moorish American Muslim. That union that Allah made us, that man and woman, I don't disrespect that because you clowns out here on some microwavable shit. Y'all want something already made when it coming to that ain't, I'm cool. The man said, don't come into a household trying to play stepdaddy. Dude, if it's a household, they don't need to be being there. If it's a household, that means there's already a man in the house because the house can't be a whole house without a whole family. I'm just saying. That's first and foremost. Secondly, this is something that I need people to understand about these type of situations. When a man decides that he no longer wants to be with a woman who has his kids, you forfeit the right to tell her that she can't have a man come in and govern the life and lead because your kid is there. You don't have that right. Now, if you're the type of individual where, you know, you're actually raising your child, there will be no issues. But if you're the type that you're not raising your child or you're not there at all, who the fuck cares about what the fuck you talking about, man? If I come into this household and I'm raising human beings that's going to come out here and represent me because now I'm a part of that. This is my house. And I don't mean it in the sense of, nigga, this is my house. I mean it in the ancient sense, my name. Their mother has my last name. She's a part of my house now. She's a part of the Neely brand. So anything they do ain't going to be a reflection of their fathers. It's going to be a reflection of their mama who has my last name. My name means something. See, I could have went with the Mr. 23 and 6. Nah, I'm Neely Bay, brother Neely Bay, a.k.a. Mr. 23 and 6. Put the Neely Bay first. I earned that. Proud of that. No matter where I got it from, I'm proud of it. But as a thinker, as a man, I understood what I wanted when I came home, and I made plans to make it happen. And it happened. It happened. See, y'all got these individuals out here so fucked up to where y'all got them thinking that cats like me are suckers. But I did all that time in prison. I ain't been locked up since I've been home. I'm going on 6 years. Ain't no repeat offender. My name is on the house that me and my wife is renting. Her name is on it too. Because we ain't up there yet to where we can own our shit. But when I do get up there, most definitely, that's what it's going to be. Got my own vehicle with my name on it. My wife got her own shit with her name on it. We don't struggle for nothing. Ain't been late on no bills. But I'm a sucker. But y'all got these little cats out here running around thinking that it's okay to shack up with a female and not provide. To run around and do all this goofy shit to these females and not produce nothing. But had the nerve to try to think that you standing on something because you using her vehicle to move around, or you using her apartment as your crib, or come on, man, with that goofy shit, bro. You're a dependent. Let's call it what it is. You're a dependent. You're something that people file on other motherfuckers' taxes, my nigga. That's what these clowns have made y'all. Y'all don't want to put in no work. Y'all don't want to develop. Y'all want it already made. Which is the goofiest shit in the world to me, because anything worth having is worth working for. That's always been the motto. It ain't gonna never change. Period, point blank. It ain't gonna never change. If you ain't putting in the work, then you ain't gonna reap the benefits. And if y'all not putting in the work to try to understand one another and how beneficial we are to each other as men and women, the type of energy and the shit that we can do to this world, then you in the way. You in the way. I'm just saying, man, we ready to go into 2025, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm on y'all top, man. Listen, man, I'm on all platforms. Not the like Spotify and all. I'm still trying to figure that out, because I'm working with what I got within my means. You know what I mean? But I'm on YouTube at Derek Neely 4590. Subscribe, like, comment. You feel me? I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook at Neely Bay. I'm on TikTok as Neely Bay. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Instagram. If you don't hear this full version on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, you can go to YouTube and get the full thing. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy out, man. Give me my opportunity to speak to the community. Let's see what it do. Hey.